running on the tech train, as you mentioned, Elon Musk has rolled out his own sort of thing with Grok AI.
Okay, how do we feel about just the name Grok?
You know how I feel about anything.
I mean,
your boy.
it's almost not surprising if we've gone from Twitter to X, and then now we have Grok.
How do you spell it?
Grok. Grok. Okay, so Grok AI.
What does it mean? Something?
Okay, yeah. Is modeled after Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, and it was designed with a bit of wit and a rebellious streak. I'm just reading off the.
So the meaning of life is 42, or is that a different, a different text?
Hold up. So don't use it if you hate humor. Like that's the.
Gosh!
Just check this out.
Next minute, Grok's gonna be hosting on SNL today. Is Grok.
So check
Can
this
you
out.
imagine?
So
I am so funny.
I mean, it's not too far off anyway with the rate that SNL's going.
Yeah.
So.
Elon Musk was on Lex Fridman. So he's a famous podcaster.
Yep.
And they were testing it and showing people because it's right now not for public access, right? And Grok has no joke, a fun mode. Literally, you can click on it and basically.
Are we having fun yet?
the gist of it, and I don't have probably like the good example, is it's very conversational in nature and it will air towards like fun responses. If that kind of makes sense.
So it's basically trying to emulate more of a casual
thing, but by getting up-to-date information. So the important thing about AI is...
So he's scraping all of the tweets.
No, that's it. No, I was just going to say. So
that's what he's doing.
No. It's not scraping. He's using it. Like it's told up front. Like there's no denying about it. So the concept of AIs, how they work, GPT, Bard for Google. And sorry, OpenAI is with Microsoft. Is their large language models, right? So they get trained on data. They need data.
Yeah.
And this is what we're going to see. So there's a technical element there, which is beyond our pay grade, but we know that it needs data. So what is going to happen is all these technology companies need access to data to do it. And if you think about Twitter, right? So OpenAI, ChatGPT, the free version, is up until a certain year, right?
29.
I don't know if it's 19, but it's up until a certain year, right?
2021.
Meaning that if we typed in what is happening with the Sam Bankman-Fried in 2000, it wouldn't, right?
Anything.
And obviously the paid version does, right? If you think of all the data sources, so let's talk about data sources. Who do you think has the most valuable data sources? Google for sure, right?
Yep.
Gmail, if you can crunch through Gmail, people's searches, that's nuts, right? If you think about it. So Google's up there, right? So tech, let's just assume everyone's got the same intellect of developers, blah, 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 blah,
Microsoft.
blah. Yeah? Microsoft is OpenAI, right? So I don't know I can't remember what. Facebook has Llama, their model. So Facebook's got heaps of information,
Llama.
right? The
As in the animal?
Llama. Yeah, that's what it's called. So Grok, if you think about it, Twitter, especially when it comes to recency and that, you can... Now you're thinking, okay, hold up. If we are going to transition from search to AI, because that's just a normal transition, we have to pick a side technically as consumers. If you had to pay money for it, this is not like streaming, because arguably you could get that information, the same information that you want on any AI. I could, maybe if I'll pay for Bard, $29 a month, I don't know what, ChatGPT or Grok, right? And Grok at the moment, it's been communicated, will only be free for premium users who are paying. So you're paying for it, right? That is the business plan over there, right?
Yeah.
It'll be integrated within X, and his differentiation point, apart from the fact that it has the largest, I don't know, like to me, Twitter, considering how quick information comes out, how people just tweet there, and how people tweet in the sense of without punctuation, with satire, hashtags, it's quite a unique...
Trigger warnings.
Yeah,
friggin'...
So you can...
like, Kat, sorry, tell me like all of these things where it's like all the memes.
They have to put the tags of saying if you're joking or
yeah.
not.
You can almost see how he's lent in with this fun element because of the nature of, I'm hypothesizing, the data source and the nature of Elon Musk and his companies, because Tesla's XY sexy, like, you know what I mean? Like he is known to do like things that you think, that can't be right, bro. You can't be right? And this is just my hypothesis on it. what else does Elon Musk have as a data source at his access? Tesla cars.
Vroom, vroom.
That's insane. Can you think of a world where he integrates this AI as your virtual assistant on your Tesla, and they can get data from it? They can know where you drive. I'm really hypothesizing here.
No, that makes sense.
But the more and more
makes sense.
we think about this, and this is why this is a big deal. And like we know, technically, you can get skilled engineers anywhere around the world to make computer magic of AI. But the new frontier, as the frontier has always been, is data, information.
The
where are your
connected
data
home,
sources?
everything connection.
For example, Reddit is a big source as well, right? Like how you think who has the richest data source, and what happens when you start integrating information data sources such as Twitter, such as Gmail and that to stuff like driving, to start like it starts getting, if you can start integrating that with your Coles or Woolies or that, it starts getting nuts when you think of, probably not in our lifetime, but in a decade or 2 decades time, like these things, like
It's still within our lifetime.
yeah. But you know what I mean? Like the generations that will fully come into the like
Realize
getting born,
the potential of it.
Yeah.
are gonna be so different. And yeah, it's interesting. Do we really need another AI? No, but like there's so much money in it. It is the next, to me. If you think about Facebook is dying, right?
Yeah.
Like in usage. How do you zhuzh it up? You get the next product. This is the next product. We're just now at the phase that we don't know.
Zuckerberg's like, damn, I skipped
Metaverse.
Metaverse. Shit, I stopped
was-
it. It was
I was
so
there.
obvious.
It was there.
It was so obvious.
but what do you guys think? It's pretty intriguing, right? Interesting if you think
As soon
about
as
it.
we were laying out all that stuff, and I was facetiously saying like, oh yeah, so he's literally scraping Twitter for personalities and to get personas of an AI, and like where the edgy cool ones, like.
Yeah.
It now
It makes
all
a lot
makes
of sense,
sense of
yeah.
where the moves
It's
were
adding
going, right?
Yeah.
I'm still caught up on this idea of like branding AI and saying how edgy and exclusive it is. Like you're selling like, the hottest club in LA or whatever it is. You know what you know what I mean? It's just like, but then it's also this idea of already you're capitalizing on your brand as a I'm gonna use this word because that's all I can think of at the moment, tech evangelist. And like if you've got a Tesla, if you're into kind of understanding Elon and how he thinks and like the lore and all that stuff, people will buy into it immediately as their first as their entry point, because it's just like, you're familiar with the stuff that he's done, even though he's very as we'll get into in a bit more detail in recent times of divisive and kind of at times, what the hell are you
He's
doing?
a loose unit. Like
Yeah.
he is a loose unit, but it's that relatability that people do go for. Like that's the irony of it. But do you think when he bought Twitter, he bought it for this 4D chess move? He had to have.
Yeah,
When you think about it,
He must have.
he had to
must
have, right? And when you think about that, man, like that's big ball stuff. Like because he's losing shitload of money now. This is like you're mortgaging. Like the analogy is like you're mortgaging the house on this is your play now, because Teslas and stuff like that, they're making good money. The share prices are still good, but there's a rate of diminishing marginal returns on manufacturing and that, which he has talked candidly about.
Yeah.
But this is the information war in terms of how we are. So whatever version of AI we have right now, it's a rudimentary search bar, right? Like really, like that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
We put it in there. There's just so many, we don't know what the final form is going to look like.
Zuckerberg and like his Ray-Bans, and he was like, damn it, I missed the
I mean, it's cool, no? It's cool.
Like you can see Facebook or whatever, or the metaverse in your glasses. And it's just like,
Can I say I do want, actually it's on sale now. I do want to try it. It looks cool. Wearable tech is a thing, I think. But anyway, look.
drivable tech.
Tech is where it's at. Can I say though, do you think, so he's outright saying it. There's no plausible deniability. Like he's saying that they're using your tweets to form part of the language model. Do you think that people would be like, there'd be a decent chunk of people that'd be so like, no, hell no, that they would abandon Twitter or X or whatever? I think not, I actually think
See, I just think across the board of all of tech that we've come to accept
That's happening,
all
right?
our data is going to be used some way or
You're
another.
you're out of it already if you cared about it
Yes. Yeah.
in the stages of like, gosh, I don't even know what year it would be because like, yeah, I don't even
Yeah,
know. Like, yeah, otherwise
We've accepted it.
You've just come, yeah.
So
it's
like, if you're
but
in
now you're probably in the stage of like, oh, what did I say? And all
Yeah,
of these
what did I
things.
say
Like,
10 years
literally-
ago?
Literally, this is my pathway to breaking out. Like,
Here we go.
they'll use all of my
This
tweets. They'll use all of my tweets and be like, I am feeling fruity and French. That's some vintage bloody 20. When was it, Kat?
2017.
2017
I dug that up and I
vibes.
was like, that's great. For context, she said that when her wisdom teeth were taken out. So,
Anyway, look, we'll keep an eye on this because I think this is interesting and like in line, like with Sam Altman being fired.
Third time he got there,
So it
guys.
really nearly changed it. Would be great if he comes back to X. Like it would just be a weird story. But anyway, keep an eye on it.
The new housewives of tech.